Hey guys, it's Jeanette. Hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while. There's been a few things. It's just been busy. When you take an 8-week class, I feel like every day something's due. And then I got sick and sounded like a man the last few days. So I'm just getting over that. And my birthday is Monday, so I'm super excited. I cannot wait. And family is flying in, so I'm just trying to relax, and you can really actually take a weekend to relax in nursing school. So I've done my homework in advance. I'm done with almost a paper that's due next week, so I've tried really hard to just kind of stay ahead, so when my family's in town I don't fall behind. So let's just talk about some stuff. Okay, so pediatrics exam 1 was great for me. I got an A, and I've read the chapters because at that point you're just being introduced to growth and development, the milestones, and what to expect. So when you are assessing what should a child be weighing at, at 6 months or 12 months. So for that, pay attention to the notes, pay attention to the examples when you're like assessing a child, what parents need to know, what the child will be doing in the next few months. So if you can get a good grasp of the milestones that the child will be meeting or what they should expect, I think you'll do great. And pay attention to, we had a big chart of just like examples of what the child is able to do. When can they start holding up their bottle? When can they start doing X, Y, and Z? So that was good, and I felt really confident that I'm like, yes, I'm gonna do well in pediatrics. I don't know about OB, but at least for pediatrics I'm gonna do well in. And then, like I mentioned, my semester we're doing a lot of prep work where we read in advance and answer maybe 30 questions, and during the class we respond or we share the answers, and the teacher will kind of do little snippets of lecturing, but it's not just full lecture. So I think that's actually helping. I feel like once you start doing those questions, you're preparing for the exam. And so for that exam, we got a blueprint, and I studied the blueprint, met with my study group, and we just went over the entire blueprint. And then we did more independent studying as well, where we reviewed all the questions that we did do throughout the first week, because that exam was like a week into the class. But I'm glad that that's how I started, so I felt good. Let's talk about exam 2. Exam 2, less chapters, but a lot more in depth. Like it included, I think, the cardio system, I think maybe GI, and I don't know what else, but all I knew when it came to the heart, I was just like, oh my, I'm gonna fail. So I wasn't really confident with this exam, and I spent a lot of time with myself and not doing so much study groups, trying to understand. And it was just one of the things where, like, whatever happens today happens. Like, yes, we say prepare and all that, but I don't know, maybe it's just the content this time around. I was just like, I don't know if I got it. We will see what happens. So I took the exam, and when I say I thought I bombed it, like maybe 50s or 60s, and I told myself, because I already was not as confident as exam 1, I'm like, do not change an answer. And at the end of it, I did change one answer, but all the answers that I selected were all first gut, like. And it's sad because I was like, whatever. That's the one that's like jumping out at me, and I just kept going. And at the end, we have a chance to check the key, so we know exactly how we did as soon as you finish the exam. I didn't even do that. I took my exam, I took my Scantron, just gave it to the teacher, and walked out. And my friend's like, how did you do? Ugh. I hate that question sometimes. I looked at my friend and I was like, I think I just bombed it. I didn't even check the answers. So I left. The worst feeling. But for some reason, my teacher was on point, and pretty much an hour in to the an hour after the exam, she posts the grades, and I'm like, looking at my phone, I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, did I really get a 60? Like, can I come back from that? And I ended up getting a B, an 82. I don't even know. But thank the Lord, because when I say, oh, it's weird, and this is probably one of the best examples that I can explain to you guys. Go with your gut. Even when I was going with my gut, I still was like, I don't even know. Like, did I read the right chapters? Like, that's the stuff that was going on my head. I'm like, why am I having a hard time understanding what the question's answering? It made me feel like the first couple of exams that I took in foundations, where it's nursing school, all new nursing style questions and NCLEX style questions, and I felt lost. So I felt lost during this second exam, and I'm just really happy that my gut made me choose the right answers enough to get a B. So I'm like, okay, I'm good, and I just had to let that exam go. We did discuss in exam 3, which is the last exam in PEDS, will be like exam 2. So I will be trying to study a lot more somehow. Maybe I'll say goodnight to my family and just go into the room and study late night. I just can't let studying not happen while they're here, knowing that that exam is due. Okay, so let's talk about my nursing, my school nurse day 2. So this semester I had to observe or work as a school nurse, and during the second day we did a 5th grade presentation on hygiene, germs, and nutrition, and it was fun. So I created like a charades game, and I explained to the kids, okay, you can choose either germs or hygiene and act those things out, or you can use nutrition and read it out and answer, or pick a friend to answer. So it'll be like, you know, you wash your hands after you like sneeze. So it was just really cute, and I felt really comfortable just talking to them. And it's funny because sometimes they'll just look at you like, what are you talking about? But I did my best to engage and make sure that they learn the basics. And one thing that I really stressed was hygiene. My sister-in-law's a 3rd grade teacher, and she's like, please talk to them about hygiene. These kids are just stinking. They don't understand it. I'm like, okay, so I'm like, okay, what's deodorant? Who knows what it is? You know, when do you wear it? So we talked about all of that, and the kids seemed smart, you know, that they knew. So I'm hoping that they go home and look for the deodorant and start wearing it, because I can understand it's you don't want, especially in a small classroom and after recess, absolutely not. But that was good. So actually the 2 days that we were at the school, the first day super busy. Almost every single kid was sick, coming in and all that. So it was like nonstop. The second day, not so much. We sat there. And we sat there, and we sat there, and we did homework, which is great, because she was like, if you guys have homework, you know, feel free. I was like, yeah. So that helped me get ahead of my homework list. So I was happy about that. But we did see kind of the 2 sides of it. It could be really busy, or it could be really just not. Other than that, the nurse was really nice. I enjoyed my time there. So this is a problem. I'm not sure if this happens across the country or the world or wherever, but there are days on my 2nd clinical day for PEDS, the census of amount of patients in the hospital went down. So I go, and I remember how I was so excited about the NICU. I had a wonderful day at the NICU, and it's my first clinical day was at the NICU, and I was with this baby, and oh, I felt so comfortable in that environment, and I couldn't wait to return the next week or the next day to do NICU day 2. And again, I have back-to-back clinical, so it's Thursday 12 hours, and then I go back on Friday and do 12 hours. And I go there, and I tell you, I don't know what it was about whoever was scheduling for Friday, but the entire staff, I think across all the units, were just like rude. Ugh. I was like, come on. So the charge nurse said, well, I can't take through you guys. And I'm like, man. So I was already at the NICU the day before, so I felt like I should give up my seat so my friends could, you know, experience the NICU. And I go and meet my teacher, and my teacher has 2 other students with her saying the same thing, that they didn't have enough nurses available for the nursing students because there weren't too many patients. So 3 of us, including me, pretty much just sat in a conference room doing case studies, nursing care plans, just to make up that time. So that was kind of a bummer. And I mean, it's good that there's not too many ill patients, but I mean, for us, we're trying to learn, we're trying to get as much hands-on experience as possible. So it was kind of a drag. Yeah. So I'm hoping that when I return next week, there are patients and I get to be on the floor. I think I'm going to PICU. Yeah, next week. I'm not too sure, but we'll see. Let's see. I think that's about it. I wanted to tell you guys something, and maybe I'll I don't know. It's for my birthday. So you guys know that I've been trying to, or I've had the idea of creating a separate channel for my personal just life. And I'm wondering of when to make that live. Like, a lot of it is set up. It's just private. Does that make sense? And I only am hesitant because I'm in nursing school. So I don't want you guys, like, I want you guys to remember that when you're in nursing school, like, there's not time for like much. So when I actually have to carve out time to do these videos and edit and then upload and blah, 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 like, it takes a lot. So the past few weeks, I've been going, school. And obviously that comes first. So I know you guys understand that. And then I've just been really tired. And then, like, oh, it's just been rough. And this is the first, like, the break between after exam 2 and exam 3 that I feel like, okay, well, my family's coming in, you know, like, try to stay ahead, which I think that's why I feel good doing this video and just spending time doing all that. So it just takes time. So I'm really hesitant of opening that personal one up because I don't want to let you guys down if you're expecting something every week, like, so I don't know, maybe I'll do something. I don't know yet, but it's for my birthday, and I know I have to, this whole YouTube thing, it's changing. So in order for me to, like, access some advanced channel editing stuff, like, I have to have 500 subscribers. So maybe for my birthday, you guys can subscribe to that channel so you guys can help me open up those features so I can work on that behind the scenes. And then maybe in a later date, we can I can start posting there just other random stuff that has to do with my life and not nursing. I don't know, hopefully that made sense. I'm sorry, I feel like I just talked in circles. But just look out for that. If on my birthday you see a video saying, hey, click here, subscribe to my new personal channel, there may be nothing there, or there may be something there, I don't know. But that would just help a lot. So please let me know if you would actually do that, because that would actually motivate me to get something done for my birthday, which is Monday, February 23rd. And that would just help so I can continue to set all that up. I'm kind of excited. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm just excited to just share more of me. And sometimes with blogging, when it's nursing specific, I feel like I can't say certain things because of the whole HIPAA and all that stuff. So there's sometimes where I'm like, oh, creativity, you know, flow in, and then we get something that I post, I'm like, oh, that's great, or I enjoyed that. And but then when you do personal stuff, it's like, I just bought a new lip gloss, you know, like, let's talk about that, you know, like, and that's, I just like having that creative outlet. So I'm really excited for that. You know, I bought some, my husband, he's like, what are you doing? It's like sample tiles, and I'll explain that in the future. But I was like, yeah, it's for the new blog. Ooh. So, okay, so now you know there will be a blog, a personal Jeanette blog, that my husband's just making not understanding why I'm buying all this stuff or whatever. But anyways, okay, guys, let me just shut up because I feel like I could just sit here and just talk about nothing. You know what would be cool if we did one of those like live streaming stuff where maybe you guys can see me, or I don't know if I can see everybody. You can't do that. Maybe like a chatting thing where like I'm reading your stuff and just talking. I don't know. Okay guys, it's been a while. Maybe I shouldn't wait this long because then I'll just keep on rambling and I won't get to the point. It is 15 minutes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, well that's it. I hope you guys are doing well. For those that are midway, almost midway, keep it up. I know my like motivation was going down, but I need to pick it up so I can end PD as well. And then OB. I am scared, y'all. So scared. I'm not even gonna lie. So if you've taken OB, please let me know how you've passed it. Any tips? Like if you're a working nurse and you're just recalling OB, like please let me know. I am expecting like the worst, honestly. None of my friends are passing, so I just don't know what to expect. But that's it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and share the videos. And again, let me know if you guys would be willing to subscribe to my personal YouTube channel to help me continue editing on the features on the back end side. And then maybe we can talk about when to make that part live, and I could just do random vlogs and stuff like that. I don't know. Just let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you're doing. How's school and all that stuff. I hope this wasn't a bad video. I don't know. All right. Bye.